Good morning, half a day. Happy Saturday. All right.
It's afternoon.
Huh?
It's afternoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good afternoon. Well, depending on where you're watching from. It could be afternoon. It could be morning. Because let's see. In Tokyo, we're in Japan, it is 2:26 a.m. In Guam, it's 3:26 a.m. But here in Texas, it's 12:26 p.m. Why isn't my live showing? There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's see if we can get this out there. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. All right, let's see. So we are out here. Yes, I've got Uber Eats. Hey, Eric. Good afternoon. I've got Uber Eats. I've got DoorDash. I've got Instacart on. The hubby has his Spark on. And so far, all of them have produced offers, but not one's worth taking. Now, Instacart does have an incentive going on. If you can complete 6 batches, it's a guaranteed, what was it, 56 or 52? Yeah, $52.
Lame.
It's guaranteed $52, and that's just for the batch pay, not to include the tips. So, hey Samantha, happy birthday. Thank you for popping into my channel.
I'd rather do my Walmart Spark $11 shop guaranteed than guaranteed $10.
You see what I mean? Look at the window.
I see it.
Literally, ew. Nope, still there.
Remember that.
Are we gonna go to the car wash?
No.
Oh, we're just going to the gas station?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to rain. I ain't gonna rain.
Well, that's true.
Not today.
It's 0.2 miles. We might as well do this. There's a Kyoto.
Really?
Yes. It's right here, so.
Yeah, of course.
I know.
I'm pulling out of the fucking parking lot, and I got 2 cars at my house, of course. So I can't just straight back up.
Yeah, of course. As soon as we.
Stupid ass fucking apps piss me off when they do stupid shit.
Yes, they do like doing that to you. As soon as you move. I mean, not that we were waiting there long. Maybe 10 minutes. And as soon as we getting ready to leave the parking lot, this offer popped in for the restaurant that's right here where we were waiting. All right, what did I miss? Hey Victoria, good afternoon. I'm not driving, but the hubby is. The hubby's the one that's driving. That way I can concentrate on the multi-apping. But thank you. So the restaurant that I'm going to be going to is over there. So I'll be right back. Y'all hang in there and keep my hubby company.
What the hell is that?
I'm just going to hold it because it's soup and a drink. Isn't that cute? Why can't all the restaurants do that? Look at that. That's the drink. Alright, order verified. Hello, hello everybody. Oh, today, hey Lexi. Today is Terry's birthday. I know she changed her channel name. I think it's, darn it, I have to go memorize her channel name. But happy birthday, Terry.
Ouch.
All right. Planet Fitness. So it's literally not far from here.
Yeah, right across the street.
Nowhere.
That's Planet Fitness.
No, it's past that. Pet Paradise Pet Resort is over there.
You said Planet Fitness.
No, I was just talking about where things were. Pet Paradise. Yeah. I mean, that's not bad, but with IHOP on a Saturday. But yeah, we're just going to Pet Paradise, which we should have actually been going straight. I have to make sure I visit Terry's channel and wish her a happy birthday. I knew her birthday was coming up. Wish her a happy birthday. I knew her birthday. Alright, so it says leave at building reception.
Building reception. I don't see any dog now.
Oh, look at that. They got a little water fountain back there. So they can get wet. Pet resort. Alright.
Alright.
Let's go make this delivery. And we'll have one and done. Well, at least for this order. Hold the base.
10% rule. %10 rule.
Don't laugh at me. Look, on this door handle here, it says pull. So I pull the handle and it works. And that one there, it just says push. So I'm pushing the door handle, but it doesn't work. You have to push where you stick the key in. That button, that plus the door. Oh, I'm sorry, you push that in, then you push the door handle. So how am I supposed to know that? All right, since I'm doing this live stream and I've got Uber Eats on, if you're new to my channel, go and check out the short video I did about Uber Eats Blunder, and it'll tell you the backstory. But for those of you guys that have already seen it, the update to that is I still haven't gotten paid. It said, I was told up to 48 hours. That happened Wednesday afternoon, and it is now Saturday afternoon. So that is more than 48 hours, and I still haven't gotten paid. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, or even if you're not new and you just haven't had a chance to go check it out, it's called Uber Eats Blunder. And I'm also going to be doing a update video, a short video on that as well, because there's just a little bit more to that story that I didn't share with everybody. But yeah, so it sucks. I still haven't gotten paid. It definitely was an Uber Eats blunder that I'll never do again. Oh, she's live right now. Okay. All right, let's go say hi. I didn't see that part. Did I not get a notification that she was live? Oh, there she is. Okay. Aw. Okay, now I'm on Terry's live stream. And I have to remember this, but her channel is Terry's Gigs and Crafts, because she does do a lot of things like I do. That's why my channel is called Gig Life and More. It's not just about gig work. See, that's the noise I keep.
Man, it's just the jack.
Alright. What you got, Uber? Nope. See, what kind of cake are we making? What flavor cake?
I had to order my freaking part from my Acura.
Thanks for stopping in, Melissa. Appreciate it. Now let's see how much it says to fill them.
Yeah, so I'm watching Terry's live stream. She is baking a cake right now.
I know that it's gonna rise, so let's fill them like 3/4 of the way. These will be walleye, guys. Since he can't have chocolate, shouldn't have chocolate anyways.
So, but yeah, I don't know how long I'll be doing the live stream for, but I wanted to just get out there and do another live stream because I definitely got to get this channel. If you're already supporting my channel, I truly appreciate it. Well, she's doing 2 flavors. But as of this live stream, I am sitting at 969 subs. And hey, Sandra, good afternoon. Hi, Dre. Just curious, what setup do you use for recording shopping and order pickup? Well,
Just a phone.
I just use phones. I'm doing a live stream from my old phone, and sometimes if I'm just recording content and not live stream, I'll have one point of view from that phone, and then I'll have another one here. But I don't do that often. Actually, I've rarely done that, only because it's bad enough, with the whole thing about seeing people going around with multiple devices. So, aw.
Did you get content from your dash cam too?
But I also do have my dash cam, and that's where I also get additional content.
Like our moronic driver series.
Yeah, that's
like this guy parked 3
that's
car lengths behind the guy in the fucking stoplight,
that's
so now everybody can make it through because he wants to take his sweet ass time.
I get some of my content from what we capture on our dash cam, mainly, stuff that we see when we're driving around, crazy stuff, dangerous things that we see other drivers doing, stuff like that. You have a GoPro and chest mount, and because I'm tall, the cam is eye level, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
How to turn a corner.
Yeah, I've been wanting to look at something to where I could carry my phone without, or at least a recording device. I do have body cams. I rarely use them.
Okay. No, you don't.
But I guess I really need to go back to using a body cam, because they're a little bit more inconspicuous compared to having, an addition. Look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about with crazy drivers.
She gave it valid.
No, I'm talking about obvious that car was already coming out of its parking spot, and the car in front of us decides, I'm just going to still keep going.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that. And I have to say, especially if you're tall, if you're walking around with something attached to your chest, I'd be looking too. But I do need to find my my body cam. I have 2 different body cams. One, the audio is a little messed up because I've dropped it a couple of times. So when I can't rely on the audio portion because it crackles when you try to listen back to what it recorded. But Nieces! Hey, Nieces! Hey guys, I'm here, but also there. Doing good. I'm also watching Terry's live stream. Watching her make delicious, and those are 2 of my favorites. When I combine cake flavors, it would be chocolate and strawberry. Those are my 2 favorite to combine. All right, what do you say? Yeah, exactly. It's like you shouldn't care what people think, but don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Exactly. Because when I do walk around with 2 phones, because I'm live streaming, I mainly point my phone down because I don't want to be getting a lot of kids in my live stream or video. So a lot of the times,
read the fucking signs, you morons. You sit there long enough, you thought you would have read the sign, but apparently you didn't read the sign, and I guess that guy's going fucking turning, so I'm going this way.
I forgot what I was going to say.
What are you staring at me for? What'd I do?
Because you're talking as I'm talking, so you're distracting me.
Go ahead, lady. Is she going? She's not going. I don't know what she's doing. Alright, don't walk across the road.
45 minutes for almost 7 miles.
Because people make me mad. What do you mean now?
What was I saying? Oh, well, because I don't want to get a lot of faces in my video, I end up angling my phone or whatever I'm using to record
surveillance state.
at
Sorry,
a lower angle, which when I'm walking behind people, that means I'm getting a lot of butt shots.
Buttocks.
So I don't know what's worse. So then sometimes I even have to really pay attention to that I'm not pointing the phone to where I'm just staring. You know, you're staring at people's butts right in front of me. So then I'll drop the angle down even lower. So we're getting legs and feet. But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of YouTubers out there when they're doing their content. Some of them blur some people, and then some don't even blur people out at all. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just by state. I don't know it's, you know, where you're recording, and so I don't know.
To me, it doesn't matter. It's a surveillance state. Everybody's on video all the fucking time.
Is that kid pointing
Come
at?
on, white boy. Go. Go, white dude. No?
No.
You got
Oh, what?
it?
What?
Alright, I'm going then. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Well, he wasn't paying attention. He was on his phone.
Well, that's the fucking problem.
And then
You're trying to cross the road, fucking pay attention. It's a simple solution. Put your goddamn phone down for that 2 seconds. He's got to stop for the fucking speed bump. He ain't gonna
No.
jump over it. He might.
Did you say speed limit?
Speed bump.
Yeah, there you go, speed
That's what I
bump.
said. I didn't say speed limit.
Sounded like limit. McAllister's.
Speed limit does not mean anything. Just because somebody's speeding, if you get into an accident, that doesn't automatically make them at fault. Unfortunately.
All right, so speaking of recording people, and especially kids, let me turn this around. We're in the Target parking lot, so.
Look, there's that big surveillance camera right up there on the corner of the building. It's
Yeah.
catching everybody in the parking lot.
And it is summertime, so
In the
there's kids
summertime, when the
everywhere.
weather's
Oh, someone's already parked there.
fine, you can reach right up
Oh,
and
no.
touch the sky when the weather is fine. You got women on your mind.
So are those just mini muffin?
If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, listen, do as you feel.
You so funny.
That's the lyrics. Can't help it.
Yeah, I know.
Not written in my
Can
time.
you, speaking of lyrics, can you guys hear the, now that we're parked, can you guys hear the music? I think we only have it down.
Oh,
Okay, now.
Goodness, it was up too.
I'm also shocked. I don't see people recording at all, doing gig work. I figured I would at least come across one person making content, but could be because my state devices overheat. Your state devices overheat? I mean, like right now, I might have to pop this, now that we're parked. And can I borrow this?
No.
Hi. I'm not pointing it at you. They're staring right at me. Okay. Now it's pointing at you. What you gonna do, bud? What you gonna do, bud? All right. So now that.
They're blowing my face out. You don't have my permission to.
And you know, that's the other thing. You know, it's the whole. You don't have the right to record me. You know, blah blah blah, and or you don't have the right to be recording in the store. So
They don't have my permission to record me, and they're surveillance
yeah, I know
cameras
it's
all over the place.
you know it's
so.
that whole debate. You know, who
Yeah.
has the right to record and what?
When you're in public, guess what? Sorry about your bad luck.
Thanks, Nieces, for letting me know. So that's why a lot of the times I try not to be so obvious that I'm recording. Sometimes, you know, with my purse, excuse me.
The simple solution, you just tell them you're on a video call, because how many people you see walking through the stores all the time are on video with their spouse or friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And who cares?
I mean, especially if I'm talking. So who's to say I'm not on a video call?
Are you recording? No, I'm talking to my mom.
You want to say hi? But, you know, because sometimes I'll be holding the phone that I'm live streaming from like this. And then because if I'm shopping on an order, you know, if you guys are viewing what I'm doing, I'll have one phone in front of the other. Or I'll just go ahead and put the phone that I'm live streaming from on the cart. And I'll have to mute it half the time because either the noise from, you know, walking around in the cart is just too much, or the music that's being played in the store, so I don't have to deal with copyright, then I end up muting it. But when I mute, that's when I tend to lose more people because they can see what's going on, but they can't hear anything. You know, got people that are visual, but then you have people that want to, you know, hear what's going on. But anyways, what I was also trying to say was when I'm walking around, like my Betty Boop purse, my daughter Lexi got me this last month. I'll stick the phone inside to where it's just propped up in my purse so it's still pointing out. Or if I'm live streaming, it'll be pointing out this way. Nope. So I can still record what's going on, but it's not as obvious unless they're staring at my stomach. And I'm not a tall person, so. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, sir. Very true, and sorry I meant in my state. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was wondering what that meant when you said my state. Because my state devices overheat.
In North Korea, they issue you. Just kidding.
So now I'm down to just 2 apps open. I've got Instacart and Uber Eats on because my DoorDash shift ended. And right now it is not busy, so I can't dash.
Everybody's on vacation. Summer started. Summer break. Going to the beach.
Yeah, that is the downside. At the start of summer is when, you know, things really slow down because people are going out on vacation or whatever. And it's the same thing towards the end of summertime because people just got back from vacation, so they really don't have a lot of money to be spending on these apps. So Dre, is that where you're at? You're in Florida?
Gee, thanks. Douche canoe. Fuck you, asshole.
Stop.
Courtesy must not be a given for fuckheads like you, fucking piece of shit.
Did he even look at you?
He'll look at me in a minute when I punch him in his fucking head. I mean,
Well,
he's in a big hurry to jump in line behind the goddamn car that was stopped waiting for traffic. He didn't have the fucking courtesy to let some fucking body out because he's fucking, oh, he made it so far. He's in such a hurry. Well, he's right up there at the stop sign.
Oh, did you do babies?
Stupid ass people.
Oh, the babies everywhere. Hey, Justin. Thank you for popping in.
I'm gonna see if I can block
How's-
this stupid ass in somewhere.
How's the weather out there? We've been dealing with off and on getting these thunderstorms, and it's crazy because here in Texas the other 17 miles for $12. How's that only 20? I don't know. Hey Mary. And Dre, Mary's also in Florida. So you got a fellow your neighbor. What was I gonna say?
Ouch.
I was getting interrupted. Darn it. I'm having to put the phone down here in front of the vent just to cool down my phone. But let's go ahead and move it. Oopsie. I actually hit the wrong button. How are you, Mary? I forgot what I was going to say. I let people in traffic because I feel so blessed when someone lets me in. We do the same. It's just, you know, the crazy thing is, though, is that it's when you're reversing out of a parking spot, when you know your butt is already sticking out, and you know how it is. Sometimes it's hard to see if there's any traffic coming up, you know, and you get these cars, you get these people who don't care that you're halfway, you know, sticking out the parking spot.
I was already just about a quarter out of the parking spot,
And the person,
and he wasn't there. He came pulling up, and there was a car that was stopped, waiting for traffic to go, and who was waiting for people, so he wasn't going any fucking where. And just for him to be in a big hurry to get across the street to park in a parking spot, fucking
and
irritating.
yeah, no, it's irritating.
I hate people. And you get people that just, I don't even know what.
They walk right behind my car when I'm backing out. And that's the other thing there. That's the other thing that's crazy. You see reverse lights, but you still walk behind a car you obviously can see is trying to reverse out of a spot. Yeah.
Everybody had to get here right at the point in time. I'm trying to get them.
But my biggest pet peeve of all, with people being, I don't know, just careless, are the pedestrians going across the crosswalks. You get those who either have their head down, their head up, and just basically expecting to be seen the moment they step out into the crosswalk. And how many times do we see, how many times, you know, because as many times as we stay waiting in parking lots, how many times we see people driving through this area where all the crosswalks are, with no care in the world. You know, they're speeding, you know, and they just don't care what's going on. And then you get those people who just step out of the store, you know, head up in the air or whatever, or staring at their phone and just stepping out onto the crosswalk without confirming if they're going to be seen or not. But what's even worse on that part is they do that with kids. They are conditioning their kids to act the same way. If they're leaving the store, we don't have to stop to pause even for a second just to make sure they're going to be seen. You know, it's when they do that. Hey, Don. Good afternoon. And it just boggles. It just really, really boggles, and just gets me so irritated when I see that part, when it's with kids. It's when they do that with kids, and they're conditioning their kids to behave the same way. Okay. Don, did you experience any of that weather the other day that went through Austin? As I know we were talking about it when you were on my live, but apparently not all of Austin area got hit really bad. Oh, you were in it? That's right. That is right, Mary. I mean, my kids were well into preteens, teens, constantly reminding them to make sure that they look before they cross or whatever. Because constantly saying, just because you see them doesn't mean they see you. But apparently, half of Austin, I believe it was the east side of Austin, hey Olivia, was really affected. You're talking about extreme winds, hail, you know, and downpours. And there's actually even, do you have power, Don? Because they said a lot of Austin had lost power. Just not everybody got hit really bad with the extreme weather, the high winds, the hail, and the torrential rain. But all of a sudden I was seeing all these videos, people getting stuck in the stores because of the downpour and even the hail that was coming into the store. People showing videos from their backyard. You were off at Lakeline. Oh my gosh. Hopefully everything was okay, Don. No damage? Olivia, I don't know if you're already on her channel or not, but I've got Terry's live stream going as well. Because today is her birthday, so she's baking a cake. She's got chocolate, she's got strawberry, and then she's also combining them, which I like to do. Chocolate and strawberry. One dent? What? Yeah, I saw some that looked like they were maybe golf ball size, but then there were those that showed that they were like palm size, which was crazy. Just crazy. So look at that. The supposed hot spots for Uber Eats. And let's see if DoorDash. And still nothing going on with Spark? Should we go to Colleen? Your neck? And when she got some ice cream to go with her cake. Oh, one dent. Sorry. That's what you meant by dent. Okay. It was huge hail. One dent in my car. Oh, you're going to be out this area. Right now, we're at the town center waiting. Should I try and turning on favor? See if we can get anything on that one. So are you going to be out here to work or a 25 plus order? Oh, wait a minute. Is that why you said that? Are you on a Spark order? I'm wondering if you were the one who took that one. No, it was only 22, right? Huh? Yeah, an order did come through on Spark that it was for 22 deliveries. Oh, it's on DoorDash. Oh. Yeah, my DoorDash that I had scheduled already ended, and it's still showing that it's not busy for my area. So I still can't jump on to do DoorDash just yet, because my next shift doesn't start until 5, and I still can't try and schedule anything before that. The only time is the moment I see red, I'll pop in there to see if there's a window for me to schedule. 10 miles. No tip.
No trip. Get your own shit.
No tip, no trip. Get your own. That is awesome. That is awesome, Don. Yeah, we would have started a little sooner than we did. We didn't leave the house until like maybe 12:15, something like that, or closer to 12:30, because my my grandbabies are at the house. Their auntie is watching them. But the youngest, their boy, was not happy about being left. He didn't want mommy and daddy to go, so he was crying. And I was trying to help calm him down so they could leave. So I was holding him and talking to him. So it just took a little bit just to relax him. And apparently, and he's 4.
Yes.
No, he's 4 years old or 5 years old. He's 4 years old.
Going on 5.
20. Yeah, he's 4 years old. He's going to be 5 later this year in a couple of months.
Buzzes and that stupid phone before it drives me insane.
There's no way for me to. I tried. I already looked at that. I tried to turn all the sounds off on it, and I have no option on one of them. The only option is vibrate. So I have to look at the settings again. But yeah, that's
whichever one it is. It's trying to show you.
I think I'll have to look at it later. But yeah, that's one of the things I do like. I guess if at least for Georgetown though, there's, unless we go south closer to Austin, like heading into Round Rock, or if we go west, like we're going to Liberty Hill or something, where we can continue dashing or Uber Eats. You know, we don't really deal with the dead miles, but we try not to go too far if we don't have to. I just don't like going towards the cities, the bigger areas, because the traffic is such a pain in the butt. I don't like G-Town at all. Yeah, it's still, after all these years, it is definitely still a hit and miss on how well we can do out here. I mean, that's why we travel. But we travel a little further northwest to the Killeen area. And that's where we can focus, though, on Spark.
Which is what we're doing tomorrow.
Which is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I was hoping, it's payday weekend. But again, it's the beginning of summertime. So that definitely has slowed down for a lot of people. A lot of areas, not just our own.
If we were one of the resort towns making money. That's what I'll do, just take mom back and go work Myrtle Beach for a week.
Really? I mean...
No, because I would have to stay in Myrtle Beach, and I ain't got the money for that.
Well, that's... I mean...
Not in the summertime, I don't know.
That's actually not a bad idea. Because we already know with...
Oh, we made money when we were there.
Yeah. So the hubby was just throwing it out there. Well, cops are bad. What? Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me talking about that or not, but I was doing a live stream. And I have a video from the clip from that live stream that's on my channel, but I got pulled over because of expired tags. And you already know that having the tags on the license plate has been gone for years. But he was behind me when he pulled me over. Or even, because I knew once he pulled up to me behind me at the light, I was like, oh, there's a cop behind me. So I'm like, okay, I'm not doing anything. But at that time I had the phone up here for the for the live stream, and I had another phone on my dash, for the apps. And
Speaking of
But anyways, you should go watch that video. And it just came down to the fact that how did he know my tags were expired unless he ran my plates?
Because he's got a big computer right there, and he said.
Yep.
Which is
So,
what it does.
and I think that's what drew his attention to me was the
Make
fact
it
that
do
you
what
can
it
see
do.
multiple devices from my dash. So it's.
Where do you think you're going? Are you trying to go out?
Oh, that's awesome! You got a
You're
Mustang.
not going that way, so you're just gonna try and pull out in front of me, huh? Like a
I witnessed
douche
the
canoe.
whole thing. That's right. Nieces was there the entire time. She heard me because I was just like, because not knowing why, the real reason why he pulled my, ran the license plate and all of that. But I'm calling out everything that I'm doing because my purse was hiding behind the food bag that was sitting on my front seat. So I'm like, I'm just reaching for my purse. I'm just pulling out my wallet. So, but I had the camera facing the front and the crazy thing about his behavior, he was nice and everything, but I had to look over my shoulder just to be talking to him because he wasn't exactly standing by my window. He was standing a little off to the side to where, I'm holding the steering wheel and I'm like this just to be able to talk to him, kind of looking over my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm getting coffee. Made up my mind. I drove past 3 of them. Might as well.
Yeah. And then he told me, he's like, you better tell your daughter. So.
Oh, speaking of.
What? Oh, yeah. I was in the bathroom when she got there. And then I had to deal with Grayson, so I didn't get to talk to her about it.
No,
You could have.
I didn't think about it. I just not thought about it. Because you were talking about it.
Yeah. Look where we're at now.
Oh, my goodness. I should just make it go inside.
I don't know if you guys can see where that was or not. We've done one offer so far, so it's coffee break.
See, you just have to acknowledge whichever one it is that's making it buzz. That's all you got to do.
Why?
Because it'll make it stop buzzing.
It was a notification for our email.
Well. It's been buzzing.
I'll be
for a
back
week.
on 35 now. Okay. 10 miles for $4? What in the world is Texas Healthy Kitchen?
Well, they're cheap, so they ain't getting it.
Texas Healthy Kitchen. Is that a restaurant?
Never heard of it. It's probably coming from First Watch.
All right, now can you guys see where we're at now? And how many times does he keep saying, not doing it again, no more, no more? Because it's ridiculous how much they charge for their coffee now.
Luckily for them, I'm a fucking addict. I'm not an addict for Starbucks. I'm just an addict for coffee.
Yeah.
I gave up soda. I don't drink fucking soda no more. I gotta have something. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking coffee or water. That's all I fucking drink. Shit ass water.
And he keeps saying there's water in coffee.
There is. All kind of water and coffee. You want?
Do I want no.
You got stars and bars or what?
Let's see. No. Oh, wait. Oh. Order at least.
What can I get started for you?
Can I get a venti cafe mocha hot?
You said it was a venti size.
Yeah,
All right, venti cafe mocha hot. What else for you?
that's it. You don't want anything? Right? Do you? Yeah, that's it.
You said that just that one drink?
Yes.
Perfect. 644. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was one on here, but we missed it. It says you get 55 bonus stars if you order 2 days in a row
Man, lame.
before 11 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right. I ain't coming back.
So you keep saying.
Why? I took ibuprofen. Why is it still fucking killing me? I'm limping my neck.
Alright, so they can just scan this and it'll take care of the payment also and the stars.
Okay.
She's driving around in her Mustang.
Oh,
Mustang
Sally.
That's all I know.
Girl, you better slow your Mustang down.
But that's all I know.
That's all I'm gonna sing.
Yeah? Why?
Cause I'm done. I'm over it.
Turn it up.
Yeah. Not.
Is that one? That one's not really pointing towards you.
My
That's
hands are
like
clammy.
pointed towards the back.
That's your fault. You did it.
I didn't touch that. That's yours.
I didn't touch it. The thing was this. And you moved it.
12 miles for $8. Do better, Wingstop.
Wingstop. We don't go to Wingstop anymore. Oh wait, no, it's the other one. Man, can't just roll down the window.
What do you do?
Pocket a longer out the door.
Maybe the window can't come down.
Maybe.
Or either that just didn't want to take a chance of he didn't spit out properly.
She.
Or she wasn't going to spit it out and it'll just ooze down the side of the car.
Yeah, gross. Maybe.
You know.
Nope, I don't have that issue, man.
Yeah. It's a natural
I
thing,
can spit
apparently.
for distance. So
Yeah.
I can win competitions.
You'll find more guys being able to do that.
I can spit from here to that stop sign right there.
No, you can't.
Oh yeah,
I think
can.
we've tested your distance.
Oh, I can fucking spit pretty damn far. I just have to get the right lunger to go.
That's gross.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
TMI, my love. TMI.
Go. So like a rocket.
Oh, but that must have been a good one because I didn't even see it.
Oh, it's a fucking song. Oh, dance with the dead in my dreams. Listen to the hallowed screams. The dead have taken my soul. Temptation. Yeah.
What? You stopped singing as soon as I pointed towards you?
That's Slayer. That'll get you kicked out. That'll get you muted. I guarantee you Slayer's
So-
out there.
My cousin who moved to Texas several months ago, I think it was towards the end of last year actually, very sweet. She got me and a few of them this what do you call the things that the
Guam
rear
seal
the review.
flag.
Anyways, normally you will see a lot of people from Guam
Ornaments.
with there you go, the ornaments that hang from the but it's this wooden piece, the Guam seal, because normally you'll see the flags, the Guam flags, where's
Put it in the glove box.
you know, these type of things hanging. But this one's pretty cool because it's still noticeable, but it's not as much of a obstructing, you know, our view as it's hanging here, and it's not shiny, so it's not going to blind you.
Like
So
everything
this is-
else in this car.
Yeah, so, and I've been, speaking of the shiny stuff, I've been meaning to make a video about that, a kind of like a spoof type thing, because in this car especially, in our car, in the Acura, our main vehicle,
Hey, ass hat.
wrong way,
I can't read signs. Some
there's
people
not a
say-
sign there that doesn't say do not
Except
enter,
for the
but
big stop on the pavement and the stop sign. I'm sure there's a sign up there that says no turn. Morons.
Minty Mocha? chocolate.
Yep.
I'll open this other thing up.
Thank you.
Okay. That person just went down a one-way. And he wasn't going slow either.
He knew it was. Hey.
No. Say not that way.
I know. I'm gonna build me one of those fucking
Ram cars.
just the front portion to hook up to my truck eventually, because I'm just gonna go plowing down frickin' I-35 and just watch cars just like a tidal wave. Fucking amazing.
He's so funny.
If you ever look on YouTube and hook up this big, it's better than a cow catcher on a train. I don't know what else they're called, but that's what we call them. Yeah, take your sweet ass fucking time, like you got the right of way, you fucking cocksucker.
Bleep, beep, beep, beep.
Fucking, I mean, seriously, there wasn't nobody fucking there, and this jackass just, huh? Go ahead and look at me, motherfucker. I'm going back. I'm gonna go fucking, that's the third person today. He's about to be the unlucky one. That's about to get punched in the fucking head.
They paint. Do they give themselves a fresh paint? Coat of paint. I used to work here.
They did. Or Capital One. Capital One.
Well, it's the location.
See how many accidents we can watch almost happen at this stupid intersection?
There you go. And there's
See, I
a
can
spot
give
right
perfect
there.
examples of how morons drive.
Get under that shade.
I'm in it to win it.
All right. So, this is one of the crazy intersections at this town center. The incoming traffic does not stop. But you'll get so many people who don't pay attention to the signs that say stop.
And then the rest of them act like they don't know how a fucking three-way stop works. And they get into fucking...
Alright, sorry about that. I don't know if you guys are, okay, you guys are back. Yeah, my phone just abruptly stopped because it overheated. So I'm blasting cold air onto my phone to lower it down, but it's cool enough that I could restart the live stream. And thankfully I could just resume. But look at that. You guys didn't get to see it because my phone overheated, but yep. It happened already where incoming traffic that's getting ready to turn left this way, because some of them don't even know what they're doing. They expect it, they're thinking it's an actual four-way intersection, and they would pause. They would yield. All I'm saying is that the town center needs to have bigger signs that say incoming traffic does not stop. And then for the incoming traffic themselves, they need to be, especially if they're new to this area and that it's not a four-way, they also need to have a sign saying, do not stop. Keep driving. It's a battle of wits sometimes. Honestly, when it comes to people at this intersection. Because they'll be like, I was here first. Let's see. Yep, see, look at him. Yielding. Traffic is not supposed to yield. It is not a four-way, people. Look at that. They're yielding. I mean, I know they want to be courteous and whatnot, but that actually could be dangerous for incoming traffic. Why are you guys yielding?
Because they don't know the freeway stop, that's why.
Go. Because it can be dangerous for the incoming traffic from the highway. See, they're still yielding. That car right there. It's not a four-way. But if they happen to witness other people pausing, yes. We're not at that restaurant, but there's Chase right there.
Anyway.
She's at the light. So if we see a silver Mustang Sally. All right, I have to put this back in front of the vent again, just to continue to. My phone is still a little on the warm side, so back in the vent. But we might see her. We might actually see her. We're actually under a tree. I'm still looking up here like if the phone was up there. But she's in the silver Mustang. Traffic's coming in. I don't see no Mustang. I don't know. We might. Either she didn't make it. See, look at that. We missed it. Doggone it. Look at that. We missed it. Doggone it. 17 miles for $9. I've got the bank right. We're in the bank parking lot. We are actually facing the crazy intersection right here. Oh. Are you at Mod Pizza right now? Because we are in the parking lot that's facing the intersection from where the light is at. Well, that's the first order in a little while to come through on. And that one's not too bad. Oh, but it's a 2-customer shop. It's 8 items, but 35 units because they want 11 bottles of spaghetti sauce. And it's not the little jars. You're talking about the big jars. Oh, you're right in front of Mod? We're not at Mod Pizza anymore, where the Starbucks was at. We went a little further down where the bank is. I forgot what the name of this bank is. But you got Panda. The bank is. You got Panda Express, and then you got the bank, and that's where we're parked underneath the tree. Okay. So there's Chase across the way. You got the other bank that's right here. And we are literally underneath a tree and we're facing the traffic that's coming in from the stoplight.
No, she's at Mod Pizza. She's behind us.
Yeah, so if you're at Mod Pizza, then you're behind us. Somewhere. We don't. Oh, you're at Panda. Keep going. We're past Panda. It's the next building over, which is the bank. We are in a silver car underneath a tree. There's a black Mustang. There she is. There she is. Hey, Dawn. Nice to meet you.
I was like, I am going up there. I'm going to see if she's on.
Oh, here we got our volumes up. Yeah, nice. Nice. So this car is the one that got it done?
No, my Fiat did.
Ah, well that's
And
good.
I am surprised it's only one dent.
That is crazy.
Because I was in that hell for 25 minutes, girl.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
oh my God, oh my God. I was almost crying, like the windshield. I pulled up as close to the edge of a Walgreens as I could. And I was like in a corner, but I was still getting pounded.
Oh my gosh, you must have been at the perfect angle to only get hit one time.
Well, and I had to drive there in the hell.
oh my
And
God.
then when I left, when it finally stopped, Lakeline right there, going towards 1431, was completely flooded, like over my tires, because my Fiat sits so
Oh,
low
really?
to the ground.
Yeah.
And so, I couldn't get out.
Oh
So
my-
I stopped my car, and there was a Jeep behind me. And I just got out. People started honking. I walked into that Jeep. I said, can you go around me and let me follow you in this way? I said, you cannot stop. I'm going to be super close to you. Because he said, well, if you get stuck, I'll just pull you out. I said, I'm an electric vehicle. And if I stop, I have to get towed.
Oh.
And he goes, oh, well, it sounds like you know what you're doing, so I'm just going to keep going, you follow me. And I said, drive slow, don't drive fast. And I said, but you got to go a little fast. And
Just to help break up that water.
thank God he did that. I was like, thank you so much. He said, I didn't realize how low you were. He said, do you realize the water was still halfway up your car? I said, there was water coming in.
Oh my God.
It
And you
scared
didn't,
me
and your
so
car didn't
bad,
break
and
down?
it didn't stop.
There-
I was so. Hi, nice to meet you.
And that's Jesse. Or I like call him hubby all the
So
time.
I'm usually working Anderson Mill,
Yeah.
but this is my son. Well, it's my car, but my son took it to Dallas and then he moved back.
Okay.
So,
So now you get to use it.
Yeah, well, and he went out of town. He went to some convention, either in Houston or somewhere, with his girlfriend. He's like, I'm gonna be gone 3 days. You can have the car. I said, yes.
That is crazy. You know, that's why when I do my live streams and especially if I'm by myself, he's constantly watching out, because that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. That other day when I knew there was storms getting ready to hit this area, and even though it was really cloudy, because
Well, see, I watched the weather, and they said that it wasn't going to hit where I was at. They said it was going to hit further south. So I was like, all right, I'm coming up to Cedar Park. I'm going to grab the Mustang. And on my way to Cedar Park's when I got smashed.
yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And then I told my son that. I was like, my car's going to break my windshield. I mean, they were golf ball size hell.
Oh my God.
I mean, there was smaller hell in it, but there was huge hell. And I was like almost in tears.
oh,
And then when it stopped coming, I said, I'm getting out. I'm going to get soaked. I'm going to look. But it was raining so bad, I couldn't even tell. So I was like, I'll just have to wait and see tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then when I looked at it, I was like, I cannot believe, because that little Fiat, the metal
is it
in
meant
it
to be?
is.
Is it meant to be that
I
low?
could go like this to my car and
Uh-huh.
almost dim it.
Wow.
It was a miracle I didn't get 1,000 hits, and I've got a $1,500 deductible.
Ooh. I didn't even know we could go that low.
500, 1,000, and 1,500.
Oh.
I get 1,500 because it's an Average. The Fiat is, so it's considered a race car.
Oh. Well, Kias, thanks to whoever
I had a
decided to-
Kia.
Yeah, it's crazy because they have that high because of how easy it is to be.
Well, that Fiat is freaking considered a race car because they make a lot of race cars out of them. They're
Just because
so
of the
light.
brand?
Uh-huh.
Just because of the brand, that's why it's...
Yeah, and my insurance is almost as much as my car payment.
What? Oh,
It's $202 for my insurance and my Fiat, and my car payment's $223.
yeah, just for this one alone, just for the... hey guys, so we got Dawn here visiting. We are in the same area. Now, today, we are in the same town. But we got Nieces and Olivia there.
Yeah, so that 25 plus order, it went up. DoorDash hit a whole $1. That makes me so mad.
Why? I don't get
Like,
it.
why hide $1?
Exactly. When it's already, what, $25,
It was
right?
$25 for, it was almost 16 miles. Well, by the time I got to the place, it was for 2 things of coffee. And they were like, this person orders all the time. Like, all the time. And supposedly, she tipped very well. And I was like, okay. So when I got there, her car was full of Black Rock delivery bags.
Oh, wow.
Like a boiler's car.
Oh, no.
And it was full of those bags.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, she must be rich. And DoorDash actually paid me more than what she tipped.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that a lot lately.
Well, it's kind of a hit and miss. And I stopped trying to figure out how the whole base pay works with DoorDash because I'm like, it'd be odd numbers.
It was $13.50
or...
for DoorDash's part of the base pay, and
Yeah.
it was $13 for her.
Yeah. But see, this is the intersection. I don't know if you're familiar. This is the one that I was talking about. He does too.
There's actually a poker tournament right down the street here tonight.
Do you do?
At
You
5
do that?
o'clock. I play poker. Yeah, I played poker. I won 3rd place the other day.
Well, how much is it, the buy-in? Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that, guys. That's pretty cool. What's
It
the
was
buy-in?
$20 for that one, but people didn't show up, like a lot of people, so I only got 175.
But your buy-in was 20? That is awesome. Wow.
I
And
should have
is
got
it-
first or second.
And
At
how
one
much is-
point, I had over half the chips on the table.
And what was the payouts for first and
The
second?
first place was $285.
Okay.
Well, there was only like 12 or 13 people that showed up.
Because the hubby and I are big time, well, we used to. The different places that we were stationed at, we did it a lot in England. We did it a lot in Montana. But our game is Texas Hold'em. Is that what it
that's
is?
what I play.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hey!
I
So
belong
remember
to a Texas Hold'em club. It's called Contenders.
Uh-huh.
It's not the same Contenders with is actually with a C. My Contenders is K,
Oh,
but it's here in Texas, and you can win like satellites to the poker tournament that's going on right
oh
now.
wow. Yeah. I like the friendly games.
Yeah, well that's what this is. It's friendly games.
We should have. That sounds like the same stuff that we go through there with the $20.
Well,
With that.
it's $10, but if you put $20 on the slot machine, you get extra chips, and you get your chance to win the $20 back.
Okay, we definitely have to check it out. I didn't know that there was one over here,
There's
but I know there's one on
Georgetown
Williams.
Poker Social
Yeah, the
Club.
There's
Oh,
one
on Williams. Yeah,
yeah.
it's one more street down.
Yeah.
By the Social Security office.
I don't know if there's a Social Security office there, but it's in another plaza.
Yeah,
But I
but-
constantly see it on, we talked about, popping in there to see what kind of, you know, what exactly is this?
Now they do cash, and so you have to be members of it. But if you go in and play with the contenders, you don't have to pay the membership and the hourly fee. So that's why I do contenders, because you don't have to pay the membership and the hourly fee.
Hey, Presley. I'm just hanging out here with Dawn, who also lives out this area. Oh. How are you doing? There's my boxing glove. Oh my gosh. It's hot out here.
Yeah, it is. And I do that in my Fiat with no AC.
Oh, that's why we ended up buying this off my daughter, because our Acura is still down with no AC, but the steering wheel went out.
The bad thing is I have AC. I just won't turn it on.
Oh, we can't.
Because it takes too many miles off my electric vehicle.
Oh, that's true.
And so when I was freezing cold in this, taking those 2 iced coffees up to that lady, I was like, man, that's 16 miles. I'm going to turn it on full blast, and I put a blanket over me.
I've done that. When I go to Gerald and I'm picking up ice cream, I'll turn up the AC before I get out of the car, and then I still put it in the food bag.
That's what I did.
But I'll still keep the air pointed
And then I
towards
put the blanket on me because I was so cold. Because I'm not used to the AC, so I don't even have to have it on very high.
Yeah.
And it feels good to me.
Yeah, it's the same. Usually 1 to 2, and I'm sure I'm letting out all the AC by keeping the car door open.
That's probably what he's saying.
So yeah, look at that. Nothing still has been coming in on.
Well, I paused my DoorDash.
I don't have a schedule until 5 o'clock, and it's
So when I make platinum, I go all the way through, and I schedule for my Fiat. So I schedule from 10 a.m. to 3, and I can push it.
Yeah.
Or 3:30, and I can push it. That way if I'm not charged. And then I schedule from 5 to 11, and I end up having to push the 5, because I usually finish around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then it takes 3 hours for me to charge. So about 6:30, and I just keep pushing it until, if I'm not platinum.
Oh, I just thought you do the same thing at us, where we do a lunch shift. Well, mainly during the week. On the weekends, we still, for the most part, work all the way through lunch. But on the weekdays, that's how we break it down.
Well,
really,
it's a whole job in my Fiat. And this, I could take off right now and be okay. I've already made more money in 3.5, 4 hours in this car than I made in 12 hours in my Fiat.
That is crazy.
Because 9 of those 12 hours, I am sitting charging.
Oh, that is just crazy. That is just crazy. And you know they got the charging station right there, but you end up having to pay for that, right? To go to a charging station?
Yeah, well, where I charge at, unless it's a blink right there on 620 and 183, which is really convenient for me, that one cost me like $8 to charge there for a full charge.
Oh.
But at a charge point, it's usually like $2.
Oh, okay.
So I can charge my car for like less than $6.
Oh, okay. Oh.
See, I hate Georgetown. Look how busy it is up here. See, on 620 and 183, right there in Cedar Park, in North Austin area, it's not traffic like this.
Yeah, that's, I mean, mainly here because we've got the farmer's market that's down that way.
There is a farmer's market at Lake Line Hall, but it's so like on the other side, kind of off the beaten path, that I don't have to deal with that traffic.
Yeah. And it's because this person is on their phone. Look. Oh no, she's eating. She was eating. It looked like
that was me a while ago when I was talking to y'all, because I was like on my phone on 1431, and then I looked up and I was like half in the middle lane and half in, and I was like, okay, I gotta go because I'm right here at 35 now. I gotta go. I don't usually get on my phone. Have y'all not got an order? Oh, y'all are on that Spark though.
He's got his Spark. I've got Instacart and Uber Eats on. And I just heard an order pop up, but it's not worth taking. And Uber Eats and DoorDash has been so back and forth with me. Now it's Uber Eats, and then sometimes it's DoorDash that gives me decent offers.
So
But
I've been on, for 25 minutes, I've been on pause already.
I'll do the same, and then I'll see
See,
if
I'm only
something
at
pops.
118. I thought I was a little further than
That's
that.
really good. That's really good.
That's like about 4 hours.
Yeah, that's
Not
really
even.
good.
But first hour, I was at $42 in like 55 minutes.
And you start, but that's starting down that way in
That's
Cedar Park?
That's starting out actually at McNeil Road and 183.
See, look at that. I just caught that. People are not. Yeah, we're debating on trying it again on working at the Cedar Park.
Well, right now my stats are good. I actually just went down because I denied 2, but I'm at like 75 at
That's
Sunday.
why you're getting the better offers.
Completion rates at 97, on times at 100, and my customer rating 4.97.
How do you have your on time at 100?
Because when you accept an offer, watch, I'm going to accept this, even though I don't want to do it right now. So I accept it. Where is Chick-fil-A?
Right over there on the other side of Chase.
Okay, I am literally going to say I'm there. Watch.
It'll let you?
Watch. I'm going to say I'm there. Oh, well, it might not. See, arrived at the store, and then go all the way down and see that underlined words. Push that and tell them what's going on. If the order is not ready when you walk in, take 2 seconds and do that. I do that every order, and I'm at 100%.
I don't know if you got.
Every single order, you got to do it. It takes 2 seconds. And I stayed 100. At one time, I think I've dropped down to 99.
Okay, because they like to flag me for being late when I have
If
nothing.
you tell them what's going on, but you got to do it like consistently.
Okay.
You can't do it every once in a while.
Okay.
You need to do it if you walk in and the order is not ready. Scroll down, hit that thing, tell them what's going on, and be done with it.
Okay, I need to do that.
And that will raise
Because
your.
then I'm like that and my accepting rates are the only things that are low.
I've been using my unassigned to help my acceptance rate.
Okay. All right, Donna, it was good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm going to take this order and I'm probably going to head back to my area.
Okay.
I don't want to deadhead, but I don't.
No, I feel you on that.
I don't like this traffic.
Stay safe out there.
All right, nice meeting y'all. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but that's definitely something I am going to keep in mind for you fellow Door Dashers out there. That person didn't tip me any extra, and that was on Kyoto. How rude. I was really half hoping. Ooh, it's so hot out there. It's the humidity. I've been in Texas more than I have being in Guam, and I'm still not acclimated to the weather. Okay, hold on a second. Can you hold this in front of the vent for a second? Let me put my hair up. So hot. And then I'll tell you guys again what.
84 degrees outside.
Well, it's the humidity. I'm hot. You know me. I like I was saying, as long as I've lived in Texas, I'm still not acclimated to this heat, and it's mainly when it's the humidity is up.
Let's see what the humidity is. It'd be crazy. 53%. That's not even bad.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't help that the exhaust from the car
Well, just
is
wait
blowing.
till tomorrow. It'll be 90 something.
Oh
You'll
boy.
be able to complain about it.
Oh boy. That's okay, Dawn. That was really good to meet you, and thank you so much for that tip, because again, if you guys didn't hear that, a fellow DoorDasher in my area shared, because she told me that she's at 100% for her on time, and I'm like, how are you doing that? Because as many times as I'm on time, my on time metric. I'm sitting like at 89, but she showed me what you guys can do. So the next time you guys accept a DoorDash offer, the moment you get to the restaurant, even if you, what do you call that? You're not exactly stepping foot inside the restaurant. The moment you get into that parking lot, or as soon as you're getting ready to turn into the parking lot, hit that you've arrived. And then as soon as you walk in, and if the order is not ready, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to see, I think it said something about tell us something that has to do with the order. You're going to click on that, and it's at the very bottom of the page. But it's going to pop up some options as to why your order isn't ready. And if you're constantly doing that, not occasionally or once in a blue moon, but if you are constantly doing that, explaining as to why your order is not ready the moment you walk in the door, that should help you with your on-time metric. So I'm going to be doing that from now on, because there are many times I'll be like, I was on time at the restaurant, I was on time for the delivery, but for whatever reason, I'm still getting flagged as being late. So that always just boggled my mind on why they're doing that. So we'll see if we can get my on-time metric up. I don't know if it's if I'm going to pronounce this right, but hey, Louis, I hope that's a good thing. That I remind you of a good friend. Is she an islander? Does she happen to be from Guam also? Aw. Wait a minute. So you've been doing that, Nieces, and it doesn't help you? So there's 3 things. Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ. If you can.
I think it was 3 steps. Okay. There's 3 steps you're going to do. The moment you get an offer from DoorDash, if it allows you, even if you get, if you're not exactly at the location, if it allows you, go ahead and hit arrived. That's your first step. Even if you're not even in the parking lot yet, if it allows you, go ahead and hit arrived. And then the moment you get into the restaurant, oh, that's what you do too? So you...
El momento. Well, just try and see what happens.
So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of my current metric for on time, and then I'm gonna be doing that over the next several orders, and I want to see if it does anything to mine. Nieces, if you don't mind sharing, what's your current on-time metric? Wait, what do you mean by excluded? They still show late, but excluded? I mean, nothing. See, I even had favor on, and favor wasn't even giving me a thing.
Yep, that'll shut it down.
So that's why I was saying, should we go to Colleen? We can run back to the house. I'll throw the ribs into the crock pot, and then
Make a difference.
you don't think it's going to make a difference?
Nope, I don't.
I'll send you mine, but let me look. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I think I'm going to test that out, because I believe that I'm sitting at an 89. Oh, can I dash? Oh, nope.
Need to back you out of me.
me see. Can I schedule? All right, let me look at my ratings.
Of course. Not a fucking car in sight until I get to the goddamn fucking spot to turn out. And all of a sudden, everybody and their goddamn brother's fucking coming through here.
Okay, so there's my metric. So there's my on time.
Hurry up.
So I've got eight times that showing, 8 times showing that I was late. It goes up and down every dash. Let me see. So we're about the same, except for yours is slightly better than mine. Let's see. Look at all the dings. Why does that look like that was either shot at or
It's not shot at.
what kind of...
Somebody just doesn't like them. So they beat the shit out of the car.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Yeah, there's a gas pedal. Use it. That's probably why somebody beat your cars.
All right, let's put this back up there. I do. The store has a problem late. Oy. Keep order and I complain in comment section. So I wonder, I don't know. I don't know. Let me look at that again. Oh. Yeah. Your metrics are definitely way better than mine. But I'm going to test that out. I'm going to test out the tip that she gave me, and I'm going to see how much of a difference that makes on mine. I don't know if I'll ever get back up there on my ever because of the fact that I and make money and not to make these crazy miles or heavy items and not paid properly. So
yeah, I'm not gonna do a take all the orders challenge because no,
he won't definitely.
that'll never be me. Never.
I've done
I
that.
will never reward anybody else trying to reach for some meaningless statistic on one of these apps. It's never going to happen. And the people that I see, the videos that you see where people go up and they're like throwing people's drinks and shit because they didn't tip, well, that's your own fault if you took it in the first place. Then if you took it and there wasn't a tip included and you expected one and didn't get it, that's your own fault. I don't expect anybody to add anything other than what was already there. So if it ain't good enough for me to take, I'm not taking it.
All right, so we're here at Wally World.
Wally World.
Let's see if Spark will be nicer.
Just waste time.
Come on, apps. Let's make. We're trying to make some money. Come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Oh, for those of you guys that know him. Oh, for those of you guys that. For those of you guys that know him, Mike. Oh, God, we're reversing.
Reversers.
Mike the Bike Dasher is now monetized. He's only at the partial monetized because he's got over 800 subs, but he met the minimum 3,000 watch hours. So he is partially monetized. Congratulations again, Mike, the Bike Dasher. If you guys don't know who he is, that's his channel name. It's Mike, the Bike Dasher. He does some cool, what do you call that?
Deliveries.
No, impersonating? No, not impersonating. Yeah, no.
Impersonations.
Yeah, impersonations. He really likes to do
that's
Arnold. But he's a gig tuber just like me, and he does do a lot of live streams, so go check him out. Again, that's Mike the Bike Dasher. And he is partially monetized, so he does memberships just like I do.
Hey,
He's
look,
a really
he
cool,
likes it.
corny kind of guy. And I say corny because he likes to do corny jokes, and that's just one of his sticks, really, is the Corn King. And he likes using the emoji, calling him a corny guy. That's just part of his personality of his channel. But that is awesome for him.
The paper tags are going away. You won't be able to hide behind them very much longer.
I'm still working at it. He's probably, because he does way more live streams than I do. But I've still got, ooh, we got shade. Nice, nice. He goes live way more than I do, and really that is going to be something I really have to work on. Is, oh, look at that, as soon as we get here,
you get an order popping around. It's just not a order that I'm taking.
Not
it's
worth
Cedar
taking.
Park and Michael's, I think it was.
Oh,
I ain't taking that
38
shit
miles for $37. I mean, yeah, that's nice that it's only 6 drops, but 38 miles for $38 or $37?
I don't think so.
If that was at least another $20+
that means a whole lot of people not tipping. Right,
but because I had tried to do that. So as of this live stream, before I went live, my watch hours, as of today, I'm sitting at 3260. And because my channel is more than a year old, for those of you guys that have been following me, you already know this, but because I hit my 1 year mark last September, all the watch hours that I've gained for, for every video, for every live stream that I did since then, all the views or the watch hours, once they hit their 1 year mark.
See what you did.
I thought, oh. But what was I, for all the watch hours that hit their 1 year mark, I lose them. And there was 2 videos that prior to starting to, hit that downslide, I was already at over 3,600 watch hours. So I was close. I was close to hitting my 4,000 watch hours. But there was a couple of videos that, had a lot of good traction to them. One earned me over 300 watch hours, and another one was over 100 watch hours. And once those videos hit their 1 year mark, and as the views or the watch hours, that they gained over time was hitting their 1 year mark, I was losing those watch hours. So I've been on a very, I hit a downward slope, and then for the last month and a half or so, it really has been up and down. But I've been stuck at the 3,200 mark since the start of the year, or no, since February. That's how slippery this slope has been. I'll get up to 3,270, and then I'll drop down to like 3,220.
Hashtag Gerald, hashtag learn how to tip.
I go up and I go down, but hopefully I stopped looking at the videos that are coming up to their 1 year mark, because that just makes me sad that I'm going to be losing those watch hours again and to be expecting a dip. So I stopped looking at those. But why I need to do my live streams more often. It is. It very much is. Pinky. Who's Pinky?
Pinky. It's Pinky in the brain.
Did someone else pop in that I didn't see? Or did you mean that for a different... Did you mean to type that in Terry's live? Did I miss somebody?
Ouch.
I didn't see anybody that came in that said Pinky. Oh. Okay. But yeah, so
Squirrel.
it definitely, and stop. And you are part of the problem too with the apps distracting me and whatnot, people walking by. But anyways, that's where part of my lack of motivation to do the live streams, as much as I was there. I was going live almost every day, every couple of days, but you know, after my birthday, pretty much, especially for this entire month, I was lucky to be able to do a live stream, even, you know, once during a week. So that definitely hasn't helped my watch hours.
What are your watch hours now?
Huh?
What are your watch hours
As
currently?
of today, I'm sitting at 3261.
And you were at 3,600 and something. Man, fuck YouTube. Fucking.
Yeah, I know
shit
that's
ass fucking.
So for those of you guys that are trying to grow your channel, you know, good luck. More power to you, but just keep that in mind. If your channel is getting ready to hit the 1 year mark and you're not fully monetized, you know, you're going to be losing watch hours. So it's going to definitely become a bigger challenge to get monetized as your videos. Wait, what? I don't know. I still don't see it. When she said Pinky, I don't see it. I still don't get it, nieces. But yeah, and you know, on top of that, you know, life is going on, so it's partly lack of motivation. You don't see it above sounds like a struggle. Let me look at that again. You know, part of it has to do with, you know, lack of motivation. Part of it. And then, oh, why? Where did it go? That's weird. That is so weird right there. And I think I know who that is.
I don't know.
Just based on the picture.
I don't know.
Cassandra, if you're still there, hello. Yeah, I just double checked. I made sure I'm that it's selected live chat. But for whatever reason, it didn't show it on my end, so that is really weird. But you know, with my okay, Don. But it's, you know, like I said, after I was going for that month of April, I I was trying to do, going the live every day to help with my watch hours. Same here. Same here. Maybe we can do that. Actually set up a time to meet up in the future and hang out again. But I was just talking about my watch hours and why I wasn't going live as often as I should be to get my channel monetized. But like I said, for that 1 week there earlier this month, my eldest daughter, her uncle had passed away. They just had his service last weekend. Ooh. 31 items, almost 54 miles, and it's a 3 customer shop for $47. And there's heavy pay in there, so what's the heavy pay?
That's 3 people that don't know how to tip. That ain't getting
I mean, less than a $20 between the 3 people. I'm sure only one person there is taking the bulk of that tip. I hate it when they do that. But so we were watching the grandbabies while she was at the hospital. There was that whole situation that happened. And then with my father-in-law being in the hospital last week and going through his situation with his heart attack and having surgery. And then here in a few days, we're actually going to be traveling because
Your sister-in-law's mama.
Yeah,
Yes.
our sister-in-law's mother passed away just the other day. So we're going to be going up there to pay our respects. So yeah, there's just been, life happening around us, and not so much as the type of stuff that I want to do the live streams about. So that's where, part of my lack of motivation of being able to get out here and focus on my channel and doing these live streams. But
And of course, I don't help because I'm never motivated to do live streams, and I ain't been feeling right, so it doesn't help.
and then the hubby here also. Thank you, Nieces.
Hashtag Gerald. Hashtag learn how to tip. You people in Gerald, Texas that want to order stuff from Walmart 20 miles away but don't want to pay, come pick it up yourself.
And then the hubby here, of course, hasn't been feeling good. Hasn't been feeling too hot. I mean, he doesn't have COVID. It's not that he's sick,
I'm
with
sick
anything, with
already.
the cold or a fever or anything like that, or the flu.
Sick already.
We're still trying to figure out what's going on. We actually ended up in the emergency room a few days ago,
Mind your business, see? Mind your business.
trying to figure out what's going on and what he's going through. And yesterday we did the follow-up with the doctor, but we're still, they're going to run tests just to see what's going on. But yeah,
I'll feel better sooner or later. One day.
so
Stop
yep.
talking about it before my mama pops in here. It's like, where are you?
I thought she knows.
She don't know. I don't tell nobody nothing.
I thought you told your siblings.
No, I don't tell nobody nothing.
You told Brandon.
Well, that's only because he's sick too. That's only because he's going through shit, and we're comparing. We're taking notes.
You're comparing your ailments.
Notes. Man, look, man. The old. Of course, he's still got some time on the heart side, but his shit's all messed up. Anyway, so that military life poisoning us from the Middle East. Here we are years later.
All right, Jordan. I was able to sign up for a small DoorDash window. So let's see if this is going to bring anything. Even though when I looked at the map, it said not busy right now.
Not motherfucking busy.
So if it weren't for me scheduling a block, I wouldn't be able to turn it on. But it says estimated wait time for orders is between 2 to 9 minutes. So we'll see.
3 hours.
We shall see. But yeah, that's why I asked the hubby, I was like, let's do something. Let's just get out there and let's do some sightseeing just to change things up, change the scenery, and I can go live stream. Kind of get a mini staycation somewhere. I mean, but then again, a staycation really, in the sense of that, is that you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we'll go right across the street to the Galt site. How about that?
The what?
The Galt site.
The Galt.
Galt site. I already showed you this.
No,
I
but
don't know how many
what
times.
what is Galt?
The Galt site is the archaeological dig across the highway from us that's showing that, the history of the peopling of America is a
Not
stupid hypothesis, and they're completely fucking wrong. But,
supposedly in one of the what do you call it? The quarries, right?
Well, it's not in the quarry. It's on the
Not
outside.
far from.
It's in between quarries, but it's by a river. It's by a creek, and it's basically been figured out to be basically a crossroads for centuries, where the peoples in this part of the world have been for 12,000 years longer or more than they originally thought.
Older.
People were in America, because we can base our history on very little information.
So
and
apparently,
call it right and accurate.
And so
like
up
the
the
Big Bang
road.
Theory.
Okay, we can do that. I'd like to do that.
Okay.
But apparently up the road, if you guys didn't hear all of that,
It's like 10 minutes from the house.
there's a site where they came across footprints, or
No, these aren't
not
are-
footprints, but signs
These are arrowheads and spearheads and
of life, like arrowheads and whatnot, that are older than the actual timeline for this area of having humans in the area, right?
Yeah, basically older than any known human population
Previously
in
known.
America by more than 12,000 years. To include the footprints in White Sands, New Mexico, that you were kind of referring to. They're older than that.
Okay. If you can get your AR up on DD, I think that you would get orders constantly. Yeah. I tell you, nieces, at one point, and I believe it was sometime in April, and I don't know why they took it away, but for about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks, the point system hit my area. And the only thing that I wasn't up on, of course, was my AR, but everything else on my metrics was high enough that I was in the gold level. So I started getting those offers that said, based on your status, it's a high paying offer. I started to get a lot of those. And I was like, this is really cool. It motivated me even more to make sure that I was, staying on top of my metrics, with the exception of my AR. Because I was still denying those that it was backwards. For backward offers or doesn't make no sense type offers, I was still declining those. So my AR was still up and down, yo-yo. But all my other metrics, I was making sure I was staying on top of. And I really liked the point system, because that's true. Because of the status I was in based off of the point system, I was getting more offers, and I was getting those high paying offers based off of my status. And but for whatever reason, it went back to this crappy system that it was before the point system hit my area. So to where your AR is an absolute thing you need in order to to get to those other statuses like platinum. So I don't know, you got your silver, your gold, and your platinum. And because of I was getting more offers at that time, my metrics were slowly going up, at least for my AR. But once that point system went away, again, I don't know why they stopped it, but then, yeah. That's when, once again, I'm going back and forth between Uber Eats and DoorDash on who's treating me fair or who I'm seeing better offers on. So, I don't know. Don, I don't know if you ever, if it hit your area, since I know you're a little further south than me, but technically still the Austin area. I don't know if you remember when the point system hit compared to the system that we're in now, where your AR is a big factor. So I don't know. Uber Eats is going to do AR as well. No, I never got that. Really? So I don't know if they were just testing it out in my area. They even tested it out in Killeen. And there was even such a big difference because my metrics here in this area, I was gold. But whenever, we would go and work down in Killeen, I was down to silver status. So I didn't get it.
There you go. It's called, I don't know where it went. Where's it at? The Galt site.
Oh, Dawn says she's...
Bears evidence of human occupation for more than 20,000 years, which is way longer than they thought human beings were even in the Americas.
Okay, so the Galt Archaeological Site is an extensive multi-component site located in Florence. That's like 10 minutes up the road from us. About 250 meters upstream from the Buttermilk Creek complex. It bears evidence of human habitation for at least 20,000 years, making it one of the few archaeological sites in the Americas at which compelling evidence has been found for human occupation dating to before the appearance of the Clovis culture.
Being the footprints and whatnot they found in New Mexico.
Okay. But I don't think this is open to the public, is
Yes,
it?
it is.
It is?
They'll give you a tour. Yes. Well, it's already past all that. I was trying.
I thought you said that. That's why I'm listening down.
Huh?
I thought you said
No, that was before I looked and seen I was wrong on it.
Henry Galt, from whom the site takes its name, put together a 250-acre farm.
Go, Pooh.
What kind of car is that?
Come on,
MG?
man.
OMG.
Yeah, he's the own. Get out of the fucking way, man. I need to order my parts for my Acura
Yeah, of course.
so I can drive fast.
I want to go fast.
This car is not. It is not at all.
Mustang Sally.
Pickup's faster than this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I hope you got your wood screws because I'm about to blow your doors completely off. Oh my God, not this car you made. I'm hungry. I'm going home. Go eat. And then we'll figure out what. I'll rip this fucking bumper off this car and put the other one on. Bang out some dents. Slap down some paint.
Sorry, but that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I bet it says her, but nothing On DoorDash? So you already turned off your...
Yep. Turn that shit off. Even Vincenzo was doing fucking .com because there ain't shit coming through.
Yeah.
Yep.
So am I turning these apps off then?
Yep, you are.
Where are we going?
Home to eat.
Oh.
Hungry.
Can't believe that's all we made all this time.
Yep, exactly. That's why I'm not wasting any more time.
That freaking sucks, man.
It's a Saturday. People ain't home. People are fucking out. People are out doing shit.
You got new graduates, high school seniors that new young adults out in the world.
Be careful not get in arguments and fucking do stupid shit to each other because you got your whole fucking life ahead of you.
I thought we were gonna go to the Gulp. Let's check that out. Yeah.
It's been raining. I don't want to go.
You don't think it'll be a good
I don't wanna
idea?
go slosh around in the mud right now.
Yeah.
So I have to look and see what time, prices. Because they do tours. I know they do tours.
Oh, so it's not free.
I'm sure it's not. I don't know.
They got to make their money somehow. Then I guess.
I don't know if it's free or not.
Well, that was.
I'm saying we gotta look and see. I get you.
Well, that was part of the thing, though. It was to find stuff to do that we don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's stuff. There's plenty of things to do if you're, you go to any of these creeks around here, you can look for freaking arrowheads and shit. Because that's what people used to do over there in the Gulf site. Is people used to go in there and the people who owned the land would let people go in there and look for arrowheads, spearheads and stuff. Because they're everywhere. Pretty cool.
What was I gonna say? So, what public creeks are out there to where you can go arrowhead hunting or digging for?
Get around any one of these bridges.
Yeah, well, you
Any
don't.
spots you see people are out there fishing and stuff. There's freaking people can fish. You can look for arrowheads. And if they try to murder you on their property, then I guess I guess you learn the hard way.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta be careful with that here in Texas.
As long as
Shoot
you're
now,
not,
ask questions
that's
later.
what I'm saying. As long as you're not crossing fences to get into an area, it shouldn't be an issue. That's why you gotta stay close to the road, go off the bridges like all these other people do, because nobody owns it except the state. Like right around here, any creeks running underneath this shit right here, then
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, but you don't think with all the constructions. Okay, y'all, as soon as I turn back on DD, I will not stop getting orders. So I am going to have to go now. Okay, Dawn. It was awesome meeting you earlier today. I'll catch you on the next video. Stay safe.
Yeah, be careful out there. People don't know how to drive. People don't know how to tell when they're gonna run out of gas.
Oh. Did he just run out of gas right there?
I don't know. Now he's moving again, so he just doesn't know how to actually pull all the way into a gas station. Hey, let's stop right here at the entrance, because, hey, that was a turn lane there, Bubba. You can go straight, don't worry about it. Gotta watch out tomorrow. Tomorrow's when the storms will come and drop shit on your head. I don't see no piggies down
So
there.
there's a
though.
plane.
No
The
piggies.
plane.
I don't see no piggies. No piggies down there. Did you ever upload those pictures?
No, I don't think I did. I have to put it in front of the vent again. The phone is overheating.
Fire in the sky.
But we're gonna head home, have lunch, and then figure out the rest of our day in reference to where we're gonna work. Because this afternoon definitely sucked. So, but I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Nieces, Dawn, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys stay safe. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Adios for now.